Hello guys, Deadlaugh here, and today's video will be a guide on how to tank the new 2-star boss, Shakurux, in Voidwastes. This is another one of those bosses that I feel got a bit easier with the 2-star version. The stun walls being gone make this a lot simpler for your party. There are a couple of new mechanics that you do need to know though. First new mechanic is now in most 2-star dungeons. You'll have to roll his purple diamond attack. Very simple, this is done by pressing your block key and moving. Second mechanic is in place of the stun walls. The boss will receive 3 purple beams being shot out from the pillars around the room. These will put a stacking buff on the boss. You will need to stand in front of these beams to interrupt the stacking buff, as once the boss's stacks get to 30, he will instantly wipe your party. In the same line, while you're standing in front of these beams, you will get stacking debuff, and once you get to 30, you will be one shot. This is where a little bit of coordination is required, as there are 3 beams and 6 players. Your party should split off into groups of 2 and swap at around 20 stacks each. Tip for tank players and other melee players, don't have 2 melee on one beam, as when the boss does his attacks, he interrupts a lot of moves. It just makes it a lot easier if your melee are at 2 different areas so you can maximize your damage at all times. After a bit of doing this beam attack, the boss will choose a close range target to be focused. This is usually the tank but can also be other melee players. This player will have a glowing yellow orb over their head. This player will take the time to look around the arena and find the glowing pillars around the room. Line your character up with one of the pillars, then as the attack from the boss starts, morph and run to the side with the other glowing pillar. Staying close to the boss and don't go too quickly, as the boss will turn around the other way and make you miss the other pillar completely. During this mechanic, the boss takes major reduced damage, and you should save your cooldowns or regen mana in this time. Once that's done, it's back to the beams. The boss will have the Bomba mechanic, where ranged players will be selected to receive the red vortex that does high damage and pulls you back into its center. When these players are chosen, they should move away from the party to the back, just like in the 1-star version of this dungeon. For the boss's final mechanic, he will mark the entire party with a glowing yellow orb. Best thing to do here is have the party all run together and have the healer drop his heal field down. This attack isn't really blockable and just hits everybody in your party. Once you dealt with that, rinse and repeat this until you DPS the boss down. I believe at 38% the boss will trigger the yellow breath attack twice after you do it, so just be aware of that. We did this boss with just 3 members alive. It is possible, but however it is a lot faster with your entire team. Thanks again for tanking, and if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, it really helps me out. If you want more guides like this, go ahead and subscribe. I'll have more dungeon content coming out soon.